Hi, I'm William Malone. I want to welcome you back to Undertaking Cinema. Now, I'm in my studio here today.
Isn't that an asylum of some sort?
Yes, for the criminally insane.
Today, we're going to talk about gear. Just various pieces of gear that I've come across, which I want to give you reviews of. Now, a lot of this gear is not new, but I want to show you some things. First of all, I want to talk about hand grips. Now, that sounds like a boring subject, and it probably is, but it's very important if you're trying to operate your camera. And most of the people who make hand grips, in fact, I can't think of anybody except these guys right here who make hand grips that are really good. Now, this is a hand grip for a Linhof Technica 4x5 camera. And what's genius about it is this part of the grip right here. And that, plus the fact that this is very molded and really fits your hand brilliantly, and it's very, very comfortable. And what's good about it is it has a lot of support right here. And I made this little bracket up here for my handheld rig. I'll just slide this in. You slide it in place, you lock it the other way. You lock it like that. And this is a great hand grip. And you can support a really heavy camera because of this part here. And also it's very comfortable, like I said, because the fingers are like molded in. And it's got a switch here, which obviously I can't use, but I could adapt this to a cinema camera. But these are brilliant. And so I wish the hand grip people who make hand grips for their cameras would look at this. This is much better. So much for hand grips. Let's see, what are we going to talk about now? Let's talk about follow focus. Now, I've got a couple follow focus units here. These are both made by the same company called Trusmt. Whatever it is. Anyway, sadly, they are not in business anymore, but they were doing, I guess these are knockoffs of Arri follow focus units, but these are better than most of the ones I've used, and it's mainly because of this, the hand grip here. It's not one of those rubbery things that feel funky. This is actually aluminum, and it's got little slots cut in it where your fingers go, and it's very positive. It's a very positive, good follow focus unit. And but I want to show you, this is one that I adapted, and I adapted, it says Nikon on here. That's because if you've ever used a Nikon lens, for some reason the Nikon company decided they were going to focus their lenses completely the opposite direction of everybody else on the planet. So anyway, so this is a little adapter that I made so that it would focus in the same direction, because I'm kind of anal retentive, and I've got if I'm set on focusing in one direction, it drives me crazy. Now I know you can stick it on the other side and it'll sort it out, but if you're stuck on one side and you want to focus it correctly, then this is a very handy thing. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is wireless follow focus. Now, when I first got into like digital cameras and so forth, people were building Steadicams, but there were no follow focus units. And the follow focus units that you could buy, the wireless ones I'm talking about, were like $6,000. I'm sorry, no follow focus units were $6,000. It was ridiculous. I don't even know why they were charging so much money for them. But anyway, recently, Small Rig, who I love this company, by the way, came out with this unit here. And it's a wireless follow focus unit. And I've heard some people complain that the motor's not powerful enough. That's not true. What it is you need to know is you have to put a battery on it, or you have to have enough of a power source, like a V-mount battery or something, to power it. If you power it with like a phone charger or something like that, it's not going to work because it doesn't supply enough power to the motor. Anyway, these work great, and they're what, a couple of $200-300. What's good about them is, what's really good, I would actually use this over even those other ones, the positive ones, the direct drive ones, because what this has going for it is that you can automatically, when you set it up, it automatically calibrates the lens. And because this has a complete 360-degree turn, it works out the number of turns on the lens to match that. So you can get very fine focus on basically, like if you're using a still camera lens, which usually they only turn like a quarter of a turn. This will work it out so it's like a cinema lens, and it's genius. Great product, thank you. And I love Small Rig. They've been doing a lot of good stuff. And by the way, they don't pay me. I haven't even talked to these guys. So there you go. Let's see, what else we got for you? Okay. Now this is something I made up. And I know, come on, somebody's got to be making this, and I just haven't found it yet. But it's this. This is a light. It's one of these stock lights. I got it from like a dollar store or something like that. And I made this little mount so you can mount it on the camera. And if it's dark and you want to see what your f-stop is, or, you know, what your focal length is or something like that, this is the deal. You just turn this thing on and there you go. Okay. Finally, my final rant about equipment. I'll use no equipment before it's time. All right. This is going to make you laugh. All right. Right there it is. It's a wooden tripod. Now, I know all you people are going, oh man, but I got the high-tech titanium whatever. Bullshit. This thing is, these were designed to hold Mitchell BNCRs, you know, which, like, I don't know what they weigh. They must weigh 150 pounds or something like that. You can drive a truck over these things and they won't break. And I've actually done it before, sadly. But they're brilliant, and you can get these relatively inexpensive, and they're just wonderful, and they'll never let you down. And like I said, they're super durable. People think, oh well, they're wooden, they're not going to hold up. No, these are built like tanks. This is oak. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, something to think about. So if you see me, you know, with my old wooden tripod shooting someplace, don't laugh, because you know, you'll be sorry. Anyway, so that's my equipment rant for today. And we'll see you next time on Undertaking 7. Bye-bye.